Welcome everyone. We're so glad you're here with us. Thank you for joining. Us. My name is Naaman. I'm the head of engineering for the Vault team here at HashiCorp. I'm joined by Darshant, our head of product management for Vault. And between the two of us, we have over 40 years of industry experience building software and solutions. And I think we probably have the hairlines to show for it. And today, we're going to be talking about our plans for the greatest way to secure your applications and machines in Vault. We have great things in store for Vault, and we'll share what's coming. But first, Darshant is going to walk through some of the things Vault can do for you today.
Thank you, Naaman. And hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here and share the tremendous progress that Vault has made over the last year, and then towards the end, share what we are thinking of in terms of enhancing Vault to make it even better. But first, as Naaman said, let's look at what fundamental problems Vault solves today. In today's cloud operating model of deploying applications, user security is a constant challenge. Secrets like usernames, passwords, database passwords, keys, certificates, they are all sprawled across many different places. Users' laptops or systems, storage, files, other tooling, and this significantly increases the surface area of a possible leak or breach. Similarly, if you look at data sprawled across the infrastructure and the platforms. They are in different databases, stored as files, or even blob storage. And this sprawl of secrets and data leads to an increased risk of breach, serious reputation damage, and of course increased operational cost across the board. HashiCorp Vault precisely solves this security challenge. Vault can centralize secrets management and secrets. At the same time, Vault can also help you centralize your encryption policies, encryption capabilities, have consistent transformation and tokenization, and ensure that all of your data are managed according to your consistent policy and operations. And so Vault overall enables zero trust security in a multi-cloud world. Now, Vault is very well known in the industry. And in 2020, Gartner said HashiCorp Vault is best in class for all vendors evaluated for the secrets management use case. Now let's look at the momentum Vault has had over the last year. And it is really, really huge. 120 million plus open source downloads. That's 100% plus year over year. We have more than 200 out of the largest 2,000 global customers using Enterprise Vault. And then overall, we have more than 600 enterprise customers using Vault. That's 50% plus year-on-year growth, which is, again, amazing. And the deployments have scaled to tremendous scale. The customers are using Vault as a core, tier 0 kind of an application and infrastructure now in their day-to-day operations. And they are storing millions and millions of secrets in Vault. They're scaling Vault to have 10s or 20 plus clusters, including primary, performance replicas, and DR. And they've deployed thousands and thousands of Vault agents alongside thousands of application instances to help those application instances scale in terms of secrets management and secrets consumption, and at the same time reduce latency. Ecosystem is crucial to Vault success and deployment. And I'm happy to report that we have 100 and more Vault integrations available today. From various kind of systems, auth systems, databases, SaaS platforms, data platforms, as well as CI/CD tools, and across the gamut of the integrations required, where Vault can come in and help manage the secrets. With that, let me hand it over back to Naaman to walk us through how some of our customers are using Vault today to achieve their security needs and secure their secrets and data. Naaman, over to you.
Thanks, Darshant. It's just incredible what you can do with Vault. Our customers are taking it to great new heights. So let's actually take a look at a few examples of some deployments that customers have been busy with. So first off, let's take a look at this global financial customer. We have a setup where they have thousands of apps, thousands of developers spread all over the world, and they need a secrets management solution that actually matches their scale. And that's something that Vault does with ease. They chose Vault because it has a proven track record in the industry to provide an excellent experience not only to their developers and operators, but it also integrates to those 100+ Vault integrations that we just saw and our wider ecosystem, and scales up with the architecture that they need. So let's take a look at what they were able to do here with 20+ clusters, 10 performance replicas, allowed them to scale to millions of secrets and entities within their multi-cloud infrastructure. So here we have an application talking to the Vault agent, using Vault as a backend, and then managing the secrets. In this example, we have AWS and Azure and some of our other providers. Getting this type of scale is completely effortless with Vault. It unlocks just a ton of business value through reduced operational cost, centralized security workflows, and meeting all of their compliance requirements baked into Vault. Next, let's take a look at how simply a customer can just plug Vault into their architecture. It's no secret, I think Kubernetes has become commonplace in modern software architectures. In this example, we have a customer standardizing on K8s for all their new apps and needed a secrets management solution that not only scaled up, but played well in a cloud-agnostic environment. They had already standardized on Vault. Vault enabled operational consistency, familiarity, and an amazing developer experience, and minimized changes to their apps. That meant that they were able to just use Vault. Right out of the box, Vault allowed them to onboard hundreds of apps. Operators had working knowledge of running Vault and didn't have to adapt to a new component in their infrastructure. Similarly, for developers, they were able to focus on running their apps instead of configuring Vault and K8s. And so here we have an operator who's familiar with Vault, a developer who's using Kubernetes to actually work with their databases, and it's completely seamless right out of the box. In our final case study, let's take a look at how a customer deployed advanced data protection. Protecting PII, or personally identifiable information, these days is really tough. Data sprawls everywhere, and it's critical to encrypt it. A large hospitality customer needed to solve exactly that for their guests and reservation data, while also meeting their security and compliance needs. Leveraging our enterprise advanced data protection feature with NIST-approved format-preserving encryption, they were able to take advantage of our REST APIs to encrypt 180,000 records per second to protect their customer PII. The simplicity, performance, and seamlessness afforded by Vault's encryption transformation features allowed their apps to encrypt sensitive data on the fly and store it safely in their data plane. And these are just a few examples of what folks are doing with Vault. So Darshant, do you want to tell us what Vault has been up to?
So I hope the use cases Naaman walked us through got you all excited and got a peek into what Vault can do today for some of our largest customers and possibly you. So let's look at what we have shipped over the last 12 months, some of the key enhancements and sample capabilities that enable customers to do all these amazing things. First and foremost, let's look at core system and experience related enhancements. In Vault 1.6, we introduced Vault Auditor tool, which enables customers and operators to understand what types of clients and how many clients are using Vault. And in 1.7, we added the KMIP client count into that tool as well. We added seal migration so that customers could easily migrate their Shamir-based seal to a cloud-based seal and auto unseal the whole Vault cluster. And that means that you can really get quickly started and running with Vault. Now, operators and support personnel need insights into how Vault is working when they want to troubleshoot and understand Vault. And for that, we introduced a diagnose command that gives you insights into what Vault parameters and system parameters are, how it's behaving, how it's performing, and what some of those configurations are in terms of consistency and meeting the original requirements that you had set. So this is a very important command that helps you get insights and get to zero in on the problem quickly. We also added automated snapshots so that you could schedule backups. And autopilot enhancements for integrated storage helped maintain resiliency and reliability and consistency for your integrated storage and made it much easier to manage integrated storage overall. And now let me walk you through some of the Vault integrations. These are just some example of them that we have done over the last 12 months. First and foremost is the GitHub Actions integration. And what this allows you to do is get Vault to store the secrets and use that secret, GitHub to use that secret in the build, test, and deploy workflows. And that way you can consolidate secrets and not have to store secrets in different places or in GitHub itself. Snowflake Secrets Engine allows you to again store secrets and deliver those secrets. And let's do Snowflake Data Cloud, again consolidating where your secrets live. With Terraform Secrets Engine, Vault can now allow a Terraform user to use short-lived ephemeral tokens and passwords and rotate the passwords on demand. And then for Kubernetes, we have added the CSI Secret Store, which is a way to have an application in Kubernetes access data and storage as if it was locally attached storage through the CSI driver. So now applications and pods in Kubernetes can use this driver to connect to Vault and read data as if they were reading it from a file. In ServiceNow, a Vault Credential Resolver, ServiceNow has a capability and a tool to go and do asset and service discovery. And for doing this discovery, they need to have passwords or some kind of tokens. And now those tokens and passwords can be stored and in Vault and used on demand dynamically when they want to go do the service discovery. So this again helps consolidate where your secrets live, no matter what secrets they are. On the AD side, Active Directory side, we have had integrations with Active Directory for a while, and we just introduced some additional functionality and enhancements on ability to do manual password rotation, as well as creation of ephemeral live tokens. And then lastly, with Red Hat certified Helm charts, now customers can deploy Vault on Kubernetes, knowing that that deployment is meeting all the recommended best practices from OpenShift. On data protection, we have had transformation as well as transit, which is encryption as a service capabilities for some time now. But for some customers who have stringent regulatory requirements, they might need to only store an irreversible token. And now with Vault ADP, you can achieve that functionality where not only can you just transform and encode content and data, you can now also do an irreversible tokenization and store that in your database. On the key management secrets engine, this is a very interesting one. With more and more services in cloud, those cloud services might need to use a native key manager. But at the same time, from a security standpoint, you want to have somebody who owns the key different and separate from somebody who is actually doing the encryption decryption, especially in the cloud case. So now with Vault, you can generate and manage your own keys and then push them out to the native cloud key managers so that it can be used for encryption and decryption. And in this case, for example, S3, AWS can use the key that you Vault pushed into the AWS key manager to do S3 encryption decryption. Now let's look at a demo of ADP. Here we have a medical app that is storing real patient data. And they are going to use Vault to do all the format preserving encryption as well as transformations and store the data in the application database. We have a visualization of the database in a table format with all the patient record. And you'll see how you can transform and tokenize that. So first we'll set up the transformation role and set up the alphanumeric template for patient name. And now let's look at encoding of the patient name. And this is a format preserving encoding, as you can see here. And we'll put it in the second row as for visualization. Now we'll do something similar for patient ID. And for patient ID, we'll set up an alphanumeric uppercase and convert the patient ID into a different thing. Similarly, for SSN, we use the 334 setup of template and get the social security number. And then finally, for credit card, we do a tokenization that is not format preserving. So you see that here in the credit card. And now you see you have an encoded database record. Let's now jump and do the decoding part. And you'll see how decoding it, we get the exact same record back. So first we do the first name, same thing with patient ID, social security number, and of course, lastly, the credit card. So as you can see, with Vault, Advanced Data Protection, Transformation, and Tokenization, this medical company can now encode, transform, and tokenize their data and go and meet the regulatory requirements like HIPAA and others and secure their patient data from leaking. So hope you give ADP a whirl as well. And let's now next go to the forward-looking roadmaps. Now, let's look at what is in store for us in the future. What do we want Vault to be? And our focus for Vault, our mission for Vault, is to be the best-in-class secrets management and data protection solution that can be used by any organization at any scale in multi-cloud environments or their private data centers. And in order to get there, let's walk through some themes that we are looking into in terms of the roadmap over the next few quarters. But before we get there, a disclaimer. Please know that this roadmap is not a committed roadmap, and it is certainly subject to change from a timeline, scope, and availability standpoint. But having said that, let's walk through that. The first kind of bucket or theme is the core secret management solution. And within that, we'll continue to add more secret engines, more integrations of where we can go manage secrets and what target systems. We will also refine and add more workflow enhancements, maybe searchability by metadata, and such related things. We'll also look into adding more capabilities in key management as well as cert management, and improve that workflow to make it easier to use as well. And then lastly, on here, we'll continue to add more capabilities so our customers can meet their security requirements such as FIPS. On the product experience side, we have done a lot of investments over the last couple of years, making it easier to get started with Vault, with auto unseal and a bunch of other capabilities. We'll continue to, of course, enhance the operational experience of Vault. But in addition to that, we are going to invest more of our time and attention in exploring ways to improve administration experience, as well as SecOps and auditor experiences. Things like, can we do out-of-the-box experience for specific day-to-day requirements, metrics, analytics, understanding how Vault is being used, and use that data to appropriately know whether your policies are being upheld. And lastly, with developers, right? That's our practitioners. They are a core to Vault. We are investing heavily to make the developer experience even easier, even better, even faster. And we're doing things like making SDKs better. We're looking into things like, can we provide sample application integration code or sample code just to get started with Vault. On the ecosystem side, as we talked about early on, absolutely critical, and we continue to push that and accelerate that journey looking forward. So we'll have more integrations with, let's say, auth systems and identity systems, databases, SaaS platforms, data platforms, other public clouds, and of course more encryption and cryptography related partners for our ADP solution set. Like, for example, we'll have more we are looking into more KMIP integrations as well. Okay. Now, Naaman shared an example of how tremendous of a scale one of our customers is running at. And that's kind of a very integral, revenue impacting, operations impacting service that they are running. So as our customers grow, as our customer base grows, we will continue to add more capabilities, more refinements into how we can make Vault more reliable, more secure, more resilient, and of course, more performant. For example, things like write performance, or how do you scale performance replicas? And then finally, across all of those things, of course, scale is a factor. So we'll continue to refine and understand how we can enhance the scale. And lastly, Vault Agent. We are looking to continue to evolve the Vault Agent from just caching to more functions, and how it can play a major role in helping distributed application instances scale and be performant. On the data protection side, we'll refine the transform, transit engine, as well as tokenization capabilities. We'll evolve ease of use and workflow enhancements. Same thing with key rotations and key management commands. And then finally, more things around regulatory compliance needs like PCI DSS, among others. And then last but not the least, we are investigating and investing heavily in how we can provide a better together experience with other HashiCorp products, a more simplified end-to-end workflow between Vault and HashiCorp products like Terraform, like Consul, like Boundary, among others. Okay. So I hope this gave you a little bit of a peek into what we are thinking about and what direction we are looking to have Vault take. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for your attention. And let me give this back to Naaman to take us home.
Wow, Darshant, that was simply amazing. All the things that you just went through, FIPS, adoption, just incredible amount of stuff coming out, and we can't wait to check it all out. Speaking of checking things out, please go check out our other Vault sessions on Vault Agent and advanced data protection. And if you'd like to give Vault a whirl, please go sign up for Vault at cloud.hashicorp.com.